Hello, hello, hello.
You ready?
I'm ready. I want to welcome everyone tonight to Kristen and I's show of love, hope, and laughter. We see the waiting room starting to fill up already. Everybody has those login um, codes and stuff. And what a beautiful night here in South Florida. We have a cool front coming through. I think the low is going to be like 61 tonight. So maybe I'll open the windows.
Yay!
we,
You
we,
know, cold fronts, that's my favorite
yeah,
time of the
me
year.
too. We get to wear our winter jackets, and I have I bought a nice leather jacket that looks like a suit jacket on there. So I got to wear it last year once. so,
Yay!
so
We'll have
maybe I
to get
can
some
wear it
pictures.
one more time. So yeah, here in South Florida, we just don't have that cold weather, and then have to take trips up north and everything.
We have
So
like 3 days of cold weather, and then
that's
it gets
it.
80 again.
Yeah, that's it. The 3 days. So we love doing these shows on Wednesday. We love connecting with everyone and kind of sharing our experience. And Kristen and I, we're doing a lot of we're putting together a lot of workshops and online courses too. So you don't have to be here in South Florida to see us. The work courses we're going to be putting them out hopefully after the new year or February. We'll get everything wrapped up, and there's going to be live videos and instructions and workshop books and everything about the one we're working on now is mediumship developing and how to become your own medium, how to develop into a medium. There's also unlock your psychic mind about your psychic abilities. And then we have contacting your angels and spirit guides and how to connect with them, get to know them. And I have these cards. I got them behind me. Let me show them here. We got this is called the affirmation cards, the I am affirmation cards, and Chris and I are really big with the I am. And then these are the universal energy cards, and we're going to make a workshop out of these two also, where you get the cards and work on that too. So we're excited, and Kristen used to be an event coordinator, and she's excited just to get these events going throughout the country. So not just South Florida. If you want us in your area, especially Arizona, California,
Absolutely.
everywhere.
Let us know. Let us know where you're at. Let us know your local spiritual center, and let's see if we can set it up.
Oh, and the big news is we forgot to say is that we are with the Spirituality Gone Wild network, and this is our first broadcast on this network here. And this network is going to be broadcast in Europe as well here through the U.S. And we're looking forward to. So we're going to have a big expanded audience when we do this too. They're located in Los Angeles, California, and they're going to host us down there too, possibly Las Vegas and California and Los Angeles area too. You want to add on a little bit about what we're
Well,
doing?
so yeah, I want to say if anyone wants to find all of your material, like your books and your cards, because you have so much material that's available right now. He was going through and showing it to me, and I didn't even realize he had all these meditation CDs and these books on tape, and how many books you have. And I just want to at least make sure people know how to find it if they want to get it.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to put the little banner right underneath us right now, showing it. But yeah, I published 3 books. One is there more to life than what we know? A spiritual journey and awakening and finding God. It's a metaphysical book. It's a channel book. It pretty much anything you want to know about metaphysics. It's in the book. It talks about angels, spirit guides, extraterrestrials, about twin flames, soulmates. It covers everything metaphysical. The next book I wrote is called The Promise: Metaphysical Teachings of Jesus. And it's not really a Christian book. What it is a Christ consciousness, and how we're tapping into this consciousness and the teachings of Jesus in a metaphysical way. So that's what that book's about. And the last book that I wrote is called Speaking to Heaven. Our loved ones are only a breath away. And I talk about heaven. Where is heaven? What is heaven? How to speak to our loved ones. And heaven is within our heart, and we have the ability to speak with our loved ones. So those are the 3 books that I have published so far, and a bunch of meditation CDs and everything. But I got everything in that banner listed there. And Kristen's going to be turning it out this year too. She's going to she has a lot of ideas, good ideas too. So she's going to have her own product line as well.
Absolutely.
And we see ourselves journeying through this whole United States where we can sell our products and do our workshops. Kristen specialize in her own things as well as I specialize in my things. And together we can have a nice weekend of a lot of workshops and events. So
Now, Joseph, let me ask you. So I see someone's trying to enter the studio, but it's full. So we have a full studio already.
full studio already. It's filled up. Yep.
Okay, so for those of you trying to enter, when we begin reading, as we read you, we do ask that you pop off of the studio so that someone else can pop on. Right, Joseph?
Right. And
Right.
how we're going to pick you for the readings are, to keep it fair, I have a lottery. And I have these little wood pegs with numbers on them. See, there's number 4. So everybody who's in the waiting room, you're going to shuffle each time a person pops in. You kind of move around, and I'm just going to pick a number, and then I'm going to see where you are in the square. Kristen and I are the first 2, so we have eight of you here that we're going to pick, and then you'll get a reading from either Kristen and I or both.
Okay, sorry. Let me know. I don't want to ever interrupt you. I'm really working on that. I tend to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Just tune in. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm so excited because Spirituality Gone Wild Network has a Zoom room that's capable of holding up to 500 people. So at some point, we're going to be holding Zoom readings where we can really bring as many people as possible in, and we'll be, again, randomly selecting people as we go. So just keep your sites out for that when that comes. It should be coming relatively shortly, I would say within a month or so. Now, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, I want to talk about Jesus in 1 second. But I want to mention one other thing that I think is really awesome is that these courses that we're going to go through, when you graduate from the courses, we do have a workbook type of format. So we are going to be looking for your interactive feedback. We're going to have a special email where you're going to be giving us your information, filling out your workbook. We're going to be looking at it, reviewing it, and then we're going to be able to certify you at the end of it once you go through this coursework. So in the beginning level, it will be a level 1 certification. And as we have enough people graduating from level 1, I think level 2 will develop. And we're actually going to have some professional education in there. So the final course will be how to run your own, if you really want to become a professional medium, how to do that. What are your, resources and your networks, and basically how to get started. So we're going to send you a certification at the end of it. So I thought that was really awesome. I wanted to make sure to mention it. And I did want to say something. So when you got this information from Jesus, did you channel Jesus? Because I've channeled Jesus, and I just want to know that I'm not alone in there.
You're not alone. Yeah, and a lot of us channel Jesus. I call it the Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness was with Moses, was with Joshua, and was with Jesus. And it's a consciousness that Jesus channeled. When he said he heard the word of God, that was the consciousness that channeled through Jesus. So we're able to tap into this consciousness and channel his words. So I took his...
Yeah, no, tell me, sorry.
Okay. From his birth to his death, I wrote it more in a metaphysical term when I wrote his book. He wanted to share his stories about what was meant in a metaphysical way when he taught his lesson. And the book's all about his lessons.
Yeah, so what I find so interesting too is I have many Bibles, but I haven't read them because I find them a little hard to follow at times. But when Jesus steps in and I begin to channel Jesus, first of all, I begin speaking from the I am perspective. So it's I am this and I am that. But I also start hearing quotes from the Bible, which I'm not familiar with, and I usually have to write them down. And what Jesus tells me is this is what I meant by this, and this is, my interpretation of this quote, and this is how this pertains to your everyday living. So what I see Jesus as, and I'm not sure if you do, but like a metaphysical light worker, healer, channel of that time, that came through, and the Bible's almost like the first spiritual book that was ever written in a way. So that's kind of what I see it as. And so I'm just glad to know I'm not alone there, Joseph. I appreciate it. Oh, we lost
you are alone now because I
No, where did you go? At least we can hear you. At least I still have you. There you are.
You got the reboot. The camera shuts off automatically. I got to figure out how to stop it from shutting off.
And I want to say one other thing that I think is really, really cool. Because I keep hearing this a little bit. Jesus didn't even start doing any real light working or come out of the closet as a prophet until he was 30, right? Over about 30 years old. So for the first 30 years.
Yeah, well, at that age is where he could start to prophesy. He was on his mission and what he needed to do. But he was always learning, but he's always was teaching since a child. He used to teach the rabbis.
And the churches, right?
On there. Well, they weren't called churches. They were the temples then. And they were temples. And he would go to the temple and the rabbis would be outside. He would teach them and talk about our Father and teach the rabbis a little more about who God is and our Father. And he was just wise beyond his years from here. And as he got older, he had to do his mission while he was here. He had to be crucified to show us, to save us from our sins. But not only that, it's just to show us that we are forgiven, that God forgives us, that our Father forgives us for what we do.
Yeah, I have a lot of messages about that too. And maybe at some point I'll have to write them down just because they have never changed. And even from saying the certain things that were said, exactly why they were said and when they were said and what was meant to be interpreted by them when they were said. So maybe at some point I probably need to write this down too, huh? I have this beautiful loving relationship, but it's like personal. I never really thought to share it.
But for everybody's listening, Kristen and I probably known each other for close to 7 years, but this past 6 months or this past 3 months, we really get to talk metaphysical. We went our own ways. She had her construction company. She had to do her thing. But now she's starting to come back into this thing where I'm finding more about her, where she's doing what she does is what I do. She's a channel as well. So we're going to work on enhancing her channeling abilities. And you're going to see kind of like a yin and a yang type thing. There I go again.
Well, yeah, because the thing is and I know a lot of people who are even listening right now. I believe that you can channel too. Like, anyway, when spirit wants to channel through me, they come right into my body. They change the way I sound and change the way I speak. And my voice changes, and I think maybe my face might change a little bit. I'm not sure because the energy is completely different.
And most likely it does change. So
that's scary to imagine doing that in front of anyone. And it was funny because we were having a conversation and I realized I had never really told anyone out loud because it happens to me. And I have these great, amazing conversations, but it's like something that's very personal to me. And so I guess it's at the time now where I hear the same thing. Like, it's time now. It's ready for you to come out of the closet. It's ready for you to stop hiding. You have no reason to hide who you are anymore. It's time to.
Well, look at you doing medium readings now.
Yeah, I know. That was
trying to come into your own there. So with the channeling, and that's one thing we're going to be doing with the spirituality gone wild too on this channel. It's a channel that you could subscribe to, and I'm going to have Kristen's going to be doing this when she gets out of her shell too, where I'll be channeling to everyone through here and sharing messages and answering questions too as my channel sources come through. And I know Kristen will be doing this too.
Well, they're asking me. They're ready. They've been practicing popping in, popping out, popping in and saying, look, it's not that bad. And I'm like, and then I'm like, really? They're like, just let us in. And I'm like,
that's it. And it's just
come in. They've shown me how to do it. They popped in many times, but to do it in front of someone, Joseph made a lie. He's like, Kristen, it's not that easy to do it in front of someone. I said, oh, that's where my fear is.
It takes courage because you feel like you're being judged and things.
Yeah, it's yes, I do.
I have your banner.
People think I love it. Look at the banner Joseph made for me. Joseph, I feel so happy when I see this banner. I just love it so much. Thank you.
This is her show on Monday night, Kristen O's show. And I'm going to go ahead and pop up the advertisement here, and you can explain about what you do. It's a little different what we do here. Here we do a lot of readings. Kristen will go more into metaphysical topics, but I'll let you talk in a little bit. But let me show you the banner here.
Yay, Joseph made that for me, and I love it. So what we do on Mondays is it's like metaphysics unhinged. So I don't put any rules on the type of topics that we cover. But for example, the last week, I believe we talked about, living in a fifth dimension, how to shift into a higher vibration dimension, which when we shift into those dimension, that's how all of our abilities become a lot stronger. And it's like, tuning a frequency. So every show we'll talk a little bit more about how to develop your spiritual gifts, what your spiritual gifts are, how to recognize them in your life. And I bring, and actually I have, let's see, who do I have? I have Steve Weber next week. Now, Steve Weber was a pretty kind of normal guy for a while. And I love talking to just normal people. I've always been quite odd. So this guy was really normal. And he went through this shift where all of a sudden he went from normal to knowing that there's a whole lot more to life. So he switched over to the other side with us. And I want to hear about his switch and his journey and how that's affected his life. And then actually I have a relationship show coming up. So one of my girlfriends has been struggling a little bit in relationships, and she said, can you help me? And I said, absolutely, but can we do it so that we can help lots of people? And we'll talk about, what's going on with relationships, especially when I read for a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of relationship stuff going on, and I want to touch upon it and talk about it. I do have an LGBTQ love fest coming up right around the holidays. That can be, a little bit of a tough time for that community, for our rainbow community. So I want to make sure they feel the love. And I have a few other amazing, awesome, exciting guests coming up. So tune in on Mondays. And then guess what? I love to do readings. So after the show for the next, usually it's been about an hour at this point, but I do readings and I do more in-depth and more longer because here Joseph's like, which he's right. We want to get to as many people as we can. As you can see how many people are waiting, and we're going to get into it in a second. I'm limiting myself, y'all, as much as I love you and I want to read for you for like hours, like all day. That's all I want to do. I'm going to only be able to pull 3 cards because those 3 cards is going to give me about a 5-minute reading. Again, I'm available for readings. If you want anything in depth, if you want to know how to develop your gifts, if you want to know anything, just contact me on Facebook for some private time. Or come on my Monday show. I only take on 4 or 5 people, and I can do a longer reading at that point. If you get in, email me. All right.
I have her banner up, her rainbow banner. And so you can message her on Facebook and everything. Everything. All right, so should we bring on the first person?
Yes, darling, I'm ready.
All right. Welcome everyone in the queue. I can see and we'll wave to everybody. We got a full room tonight.
Yay, and lots of people are waiting to get in. I don't know how to tell how many, but it keeps popping up.
What we're gonna do is when you have your reading, please pop off after your reading so someone else can pop in. And whoever's popping in, we're not gonna read in order. I got my little lotto pegs, my bingo chips here, and I'm going to pick numbers. I have numbers 1 through 8 here, and then we're going to go ahead and pick whoever's in the queue. Okay, all right. And number 5. Let's see. We're number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It looks like. Did I pronounce that name? It's LLANIT. I'm going to bring you up here. Hi.
Good evening, guys.
Hi.
How do you pronounce your name?
Ilanit.
Okay.
Oh, say it again. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Ilanit. It means a little tree. It's from
Ilanit.
Yes,
Ilanit.
Hebrew word.
I just want to say that word over and over.
And it means little tree?
Little tree. That's really beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, so listen, this is my first time.
Hi.
I started to reach out a few weeks ago to bond with like-minded people that do the same thing that I do. And just to try, to connect more and maybe also to be able to get some information to know where I'm at and where I can go from there.
Well, you're looking for like-minded people. You're at the right place.
Yes, yeah. It's the second time, just listening to you, and I'm being on, and it's fantastic what you're doing, guys. It's very grounding, and yet, this topic make it so natural for everyone to know that it's just a gift from God.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for bringing your energy and your presence.
So I don't know exactly how you usually do that, but
well, Kristen and I. You want to go first? You want me to go first, Kristen?
Well, Ilanit, are you looking to connect with someone who has crossed over, or are you looking to have a general reading?
She's looking for more about herself.
I usually look for guidance and really to have more clarity about what is it that I need to do.
All right. Probably that's a
I
me thing.
do get visited very much by the people that I were close to in this lifetime, and they usually come whenever I really need a little
I'm going to let
hello
Kristen
from
jump in
there.
for this. 'Cause that she flows on this part.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Lenny, take a breath for me, darling. Thank you. Okay. Okay, darling. Oh, I was only supposed to pull 3. I'm going to speak quick. Okay. So I see that there's a few things in your life that have happened that you may be holding on to. Some things that have happened maybe in your past, but I don't see that you're clinging necessarily to your past, but some things have happened that I feel like maybe you haven't digested or been completely settled or made peace with. And when we keep that stuff inside of our energy, sometimes it can block our chakras, sometimes it can block our decisions, sometimes it can judge our decisions. So what I'd like you to do is let those go, because they are pulling up in your energy right now. And I want you to go through and figure out, what am I still holding on to? What do I really need to let go of? Okay. So I do see a transformation that's happening right now after you let go of the things that you need to let go of. Once that happens, this transformation that you're looking for that's happening right now is going to change. Now, what I do also see is that you are a lion amongst lambs. What I mean by that is you are in a relatively traditional environment, whereas you are a high powerful, high profile, probably light worker, medium, energetic healer, but that's not where your energy around you is. And what happens when we're in an environment that's not conducive to our energy to flow and share, we tend to lock it up a little bit, or feel tied down, or feel a little strapped down, or feel a little oppressed or whatnot. So we have some energy in our field that's going, this is right and that is wrong. This is good and that is bad. You should have done that and you should not have done that. And what happens is that paralyzes us a little bit. And we have a very hard time moving as light workers and as empaths. We're so sensitive that we'll just shut up. We're just gonna lock ourselves right down. And because we're so sensitive, we're not trying to break down doors. That's not who we are. So we tend to close up, which I don't want you to stay in that type of environment. And I'm not saying you need to change your environment, but you need to heal it in here. And there is ways to heal it in here, by not allowing that energy to affect your soul. Okay. I do see some changes coming up. I do see that you're aware of, empaths, light workers, channels. I see that your inner voice is fully communicating to you. I do feel that there's a little bit of guilt also mixed into this energetic situation right here. So it's like you're trying to be this master creator, because you're like a master creator and you know it, but you have this stuff around you. So you're this amazing light being, but there's some guilt, and what happens is when that gets in there, it really counterbalances and it stops and it blocks, and so we got to let that go too. Okay. I do see that you'll be traveling alone on this journey coming up. Now, that's not the same as being lonely, my love. Being lonely is quite different. Traveling alone is beautiful, because you're never alone. Because when you're alone, you're really connected with your guides at that point. Okay, that's it. Joseph's telling me I gotta go. Mwah.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt that quick.
That's okay. That's it. And the only thing is just slow down just a little bit, baby. Slow down. Sometimes when we're going so fast and we're thinking, we're moving, thinking we got to do all these things, we tend to lose a little bit of stuff there. So, okay, that's it. I'm done.
Beautiful. Thank you.
The only thing I want to add on a little bit, you're very powerful. You move mountains, meaning that I have to use the word goddess because it resonates more with women.
I see it as well.
How you can move. Your words are very good. You're very influencing, and you speak your truths, and you bring them up, so to say, and that's who you are. I see Mary Magdalene power within you, and it takes me to a place in France. I don't know if you've been there.
Yeah.
In France, Mary Magdalene.
Oh, I am French.
Okay, are you familiar with Mary Magdalene, where the place where she
The
was?
thing, I grew up in a very religious Jewish environment.
Okay.
So I'm a rabbi's daughter.
Okay. All right. So, but you need to do some research on that, though, even though it's more to the Christian, but she was Jewish anyway. But you need to do that research because there's some energy there that is within yourself. But this is who I see, who you are in a person coming out and just speaking your truths and everything. Okay.
Thank you. It's very reassuring, and thank you, really.
Thank
It's been an
you.
honor.
Come see us again. Come back again. We'll see you on Monday.
I will. I'll come say hello and
Yes,
keep up the good work.
make sure you friend both of us on Facebook.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're gonna let you go and just keep on watching on Facebook or YouTube. Okay.
I'll do that. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Joseph, you know, we have to remind people how important it is that they send us their emails so that we can keep them updated on our courses and our newsletters and our upcoming events. So however y'all can get a hold of us and send us your emails, we would really love to have them. We're getting them together. That way, when everything comes out or we're going to be in your area, we have a way to have a direct line of communication with you. So send us in on Facebook Messenger, email us, or go ahead, Joseph, tell them.
Or I have my banner going, the ticker. If you go to my website, a thing's gonna pop up for my newsletter. You just put it in there, your emails are automatically listed in there. So we'll share our emails together on there. That's how. And please share. We keep on forgetting to ask people. Share on Facebook. We're trying to get this show going a little bit.
Yeah, that's how you can help us. That's how you can help us.
Yeah,
share.
That's it. That's how you can help us tremendously.
Absolutely.
So we have a lot of pop-ups coming in saying hi and everything too.
Hi. Wow, look at that. It's right on. Oh, that's so cool. And hi, Maricel. Hi, Jessica. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Dina. Hi, Wanda. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go pick up another one here. Okay. The number 8 is the last one in the queue here. So I have Sabrina. I don't see a picture down there. Sabrina, are you with us?
I am. Do I have to share?
No, you don't have to share. We have you up. Would you like to put your video on so we can see you, or you just want to be
that's what I
voice?
meant. Do I have to put a video? I mean, I will.
You don't have to if you don't want
I
to,
must.
but it'd be nice to see you.
Okay, sure. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, sometimes I understand that.
There we go.
Hey, you're lovely. So glad to see you too. How are you?
I really wasn't planning on being on camera.
I totally get that. I'm so
But it's good. It's an online show. If it was a television, if it was on radio and a phone, is a different story. Have we read for you before? Or is this the first time?
No, I've seen you in person.
Okay, you have seen me in person. Wonderful.
Yeah.
How long ago?
It went well. It went well.
Okay, was it a while ago or?
A couple times, and then I had a private reading with you.
Oh, so you've seen me a few times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome. How can we help you tonight?
I'm very interested in what you guys do. I want to get messages from loved ones who have passed.
Okay. We can do this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take this so Kristen can take a little break in the back room.
Okay, and I'll see if I get anything too while you're doing it.
Okay, I'm going to put you down here. All right. I use my direct dial when I do this, Sabrina. I want to make sure that I want to make sure I get the one you want to hear from. So without giving me names or anything or descriptions, who would you like to hear from today?
My dad.
Okay. Count 1 to 5 for me and say your first name 3 times.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sabrina.
The first thing I have to say is that There's something that's going on with your life, Sabrina, and he has to say that he's so proud of you, though.
Oh,
There's
good.
maybe decisions that you had to do, and he
Mhm.
wants to let you know that they were the right decisions. It was the best moves that you had to do for yourself. He says that he saw how far you have grown and how far you have changed, and he's happy for you. And that was the most important thing I need to tell you as well. A yellow bird I'm seeing. I don't know if yellow bird means anything on there. Sunbird, yellow bird, or is there a place or something like that?
No.
Sunbird.
I don't.
Did you ever had a parrot or anything, a little bird or anything growing up?
We had a canary, but I was very young.
There we go. Yellow
It wasn't
canary.
really. It was. It
Okay,
was.
that's
But
my yellow bird. It's fine. It was a
wow,
canary
that
that you had
sucks.
when you were little. The canary most likely is not alive today. And I just had
No.
your dad had to bring this little bird in, this little canary for you for some reason. I think he's just bringing things through from your childhood.
Okay.
The word princess, too, is coming in. Did you ever dress up like a princess or something like that, too?
Like for Halloween or something? No, but I mean,
I have you dressing up with like a tiara or something. Is there a picture of you with a tiara?
no.
Okay. And no nickname princess or anything like that, huh?
I mean, sure. I mean, I I was nicknamed. I mean, when you're younger, who's not going to call their daughter a princess?
Well,
But
but did he call you princess though?
yeah, sometimes
Okay, that's
I
fine.
wasn't. Yeah.
I don't think I called my daughter princess. I have to think what I used to call her.
Yeah.
I think I called her brat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I think he's just coming up with just different things of your childhood and everything. Um, life can be difficult, life can be hard, and these are the choices that you had to make in life. And this is what he's talking about. Something about freedom. Did you have some type of freedom happen as well?
Some freedom.
Yes.
What do you mean by
And
freedom?
your work, relationship, or anything like that. He's mentioning freedom.
I mean, I'm in a relationship, and it's, I'm free. I mean, to do
Okay.
whatever,
In the old relationship, are you free from the old relationship and in a better relationship?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And this is why he's probably
For sure.
congratulating you and saying that he's happy in the
Okay.
place that you are, and
Okay.
he's just glad that you're in this place as well.
Okay.
I feel like he's been passed for a while, and I just felt that he's in a good place. He's in his place. He's in his good place, and that's the most important thing he wants to say. You miss him saying "I love you." You miss being with him. You miss hearing his voice, but he hasn't gone far. He says he's always there. Another little girl. Do you have a daughter, by the way, or anything?
I don't. Only a dog.
Okay, because you have a
A
sister.
female dog.
You have a sister.
I do.
Okay, younger sister.
Older.
All right, so you're the little girl then. All right, so he's asking about the other girl. So his sister, your sister then, his other daughter.
Yeah.
And how is she doing? He wants to know. Is she
She's doing
okay?
great. Yeah, she's doing great.
Okay. Anybody got a new car or anything? Bought a new car?
My boyfriend recently got a new car.
Okay, so he's talking about the new car and that your boyfriend got as well. So
yeah,
it's just different things. Now, who's Michael or who's the M, by the way?
His brother was named Michael.
Your father's
Do you mean
brother?
someone who has passed, or?
It doesn't matter. Your father's mentioning the name Michael for some reason.
His brother, one of his brothers was named Michael, but
Is he passed or alive?
No, he's alive.
How's his health?
Good from what I know. And
a lot of times when they ask for somebody, if it's a brother and they ask by name, sometimes there might be something happening in their life. I don't know when the last time you talked to your uncle, but something about his health, and I just need to bring that up to you. So that's something you need to look into.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming on. I know it was last minute you wanted to come on.
I wasn't expecting to be
but
chosen.
I'm going to bring Kristen on for you, though, too, so she's never read for you before. So
okay.
let's see what she can bring for you. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I have a couple of things. It's not. I figured with your father. I can't believe Joseph pulled up a yellow canary. That's pretty awesome to me. I do feel that I do feel that he's watching over you. I do feel that he's been passed a long time. I feel like he was tall. He's showing me like as a very tall man. Was he tall?
No, he was
No,
no. He was
sorry.
like 5'3". He wasn't.
Oh, I wonder if
No,
that's
not like
why he's showing me that
maybe
he's
5'5".
tall. Because he was so. Oh my God, I'm sorry, because he's showing me is this like tall man. He's like, no, look at me. Look at me. He's towering he's towering over you. So I wonder if he's kind of letting you know, like, I'm not short anymore. All right, that's my only thing, because it was the only thing he was showing me is that he's tall. Okay. So I have a couple of things to pull up over here. So I see a little bit of exhaustion going on, and I see
That's just probably because I'm not wearing. I was ready for bed.
Okay. Well,
I wasn't expecting to be chosen.
I know. Look, it pulled up. Are you
Oh
tired? It pulls right up. Okay, and I see a little bit of stuff going on with your past. I see a little bit of clinging to some stuff that's happened in your past, and that your energy hasn't quite let go of it. I also see that in your mind, there's a little bit of a split. And what's happening with that mind split is that at some times you're feeling kind of healthy, and at other times you're feeling pretty unhealthy. So what I want, sorry,
Okay. No.
Is that bad? I'm so sorry.
No. I'm just loving listening to what you have to say.
Okay, cool. Okay, so like I said, some stuff with the past, some stuff with the mind split going on. So a lot of times when we're in a situation like that, we can feel, like I said, like our energy is pretty low and we're having a hard time making clear decisions and making clear choices. So what I also see is that you have the ability to be a light worker and a medium. So I have that you have the ability to become a spiritual master here on this earth plane, if you so choose to do it. But I see some of these things that are getting in the way. So I see you pulled up a master card, and you also pulled up a master creator card. So you have the ability to do, hear and see.
As long as it's a black card.
Is it black? What do you mean? It's this one.
Did you say I pulled up a MasterCard?
Master, creator. Do you see that? So these cards only pull when you have the ability to actually channel source energy onto the planet. So I know you do. It's true. It might seem a little silly to you. I do see that in your relationship, there's a little bit of, I want to say a little bit of holding back a little bit. So kind of like as far as the sharing situation, sometimes it's like I need certain things, and these things are like, no, I'm gonna like withhold those things. I do see that you're aware of all of this information as well. And all right, so as far as harmony, I see guides are coming through. You have a lot of communication that's happening in your mind, and all right, I think that's it.
Okay, great.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm gone.
Thanks for joining. All right, Joseph, where'd you go? Did I lose you? Where are you? All right.
Oh, sorry. Are you still? We're still doing it. Oh, sorry.
Are we? No.
We're gonna tune you off. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sabrina.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I don't think she wanted to be on camera.
All right, so Sabrina, we're gonna remove you from the studio. Just keep watching on Facebook. We want to make room for the next person to call in. And if you're listening live, be sure to. There's a spot open for you to fit into the queue now. So, okay. I love your background, by the way. That is new.
Yes, I love it. Look at my diary.
Yeah, so it fits perfect on what you have. Love your table and everything, and your cards.
And look, it's gold, so it matches all of my gold stuff that you made.
Well, that's when I created your banner and everything is because of that Buddha you had. You see, that's why it has the gold and everything in there. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pick some.
Oh, hi, Kalpita is showing me a Master Buddha. And I have a little Buddha guy who looks just like that too.
Oh, she's holding up a Buddha in the waiting room. Hi.
Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? That's my Mother Earth. And this is my special. I think he's St. Jude. He is like a relic. So the energy that oozes from this statue is phenomenal. So I love him too. All right.
People comment. Keep your comments going. We love to see your comments.
Thank you.
Also share. Alike as well. We're Kristen and I were thinking about doing some giveaway games too, where we're gonna for those who comments the more or shares the most. I have so many products to give away and everything. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got 10 in the studio, so people were trying to come in.
Yeah, and I'm still popping it up. It just keeps going. There's so many people still trying to get in.
Yeah. So
I just popped up like 3 more times. We see you. We do. You know what, Joseph? Let's try to make these readings a little quicker because I'm going to just pull my 3 cards for real this time, and let's see how many people we can read little snippets of stuff.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick.
All right, let's do it.
Number 1 this time. That is Savannah.
All right,
Savannah. I'm going to add you to the stream. Hi, Savannah. Let me take this off. Let's unmute yourself there. There you go. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good. Is this the first time you're on, or have you been on this show before?
I've been on a couple times.
Couple times. Well, welcome back. Okay. How today?
Just to hear from loved ones that have passed.
Okay. Is there any particular loved ones you'd like to hear from today?
My aunt.
Okay. Count 1 to 5 for me, and then say your first name out loud 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Savannah, Savannah, Savannah.
Thank you, Savannah. I know you said aunt, but I feel like almost like a mother figure for some reason.
For
I
sure.
just felt like she's been a big influence in your life growing up, and she's always been there, and she's always been protecting you. And she just wants to let you know that she's still always here, and she's always protecting you. I just heard a boom, boom on the roof on here just now where I'm at. So it's confirmation for me. Savannah, what I'm hearing from her is that she always thought of you. The type of person you were as a child was very special, she said. You were always giving, very loving, and you have a huge heart. She says, don't let anybody take that huge heart from you. Sometimes people come into our lives and they try to change us and they hurt us. She's telling me, don't let anybody come in and do that. It's very important you stay true for who you are, okay? I'm seeing drawings all over the place too. Who likes to paint or draw?
I have 3 kids, so we have a lot of paintings.
All right, so the kids are drawing away.
Yes.
All right, so she's probably sharing that she is watching over the kids and that she wants to let you know that sometimes we wonder if I'm a good enough mother, or sometimes it's overwhelming. And she says that you're a wonderful mother. And she wishes she could be a part of it because you know how much you loved having her a part of your life. She wishes she could be a part of it too.
For sure.
I have one of your kids did they get an award like for spelling or for something from the school or something like that?
No, they're home. I don't know too much about what's going on, but.
All right. Something about, is there a special award maybe your oldest child got that you can share or something that she knows about? Could be in the past or something like that. I have a ribbon. I'm seeing a ribbon with an award.
I'm going to have to look back. My memory has been not so great lately.
Now, who's Maria or who's the by the way?
She's Maria.
All right. So Maria blows you a lot of kisses. And she says that I'm watching over the children and I'm always here. Just keep talking to me. Okay. I'm going to bring Kristen on too, part of the conversation, if she has anything to share or not.
Yeah. Well, I can always share a little bit of something. So I am not generally by trade a medium, but I try to share some of the information that I get because I'm developing these skills. So I don't know whether anything is right or not, but I do see curly hair. Did she have like a curly black hair?
She did.
She did? Oh, good. I see like really big smile, and I see like kind of thicker lips. I see kind of like paler skin. I see her as being really, really just like so friendly and so kind, and like she's always laughing, and she was just this really gentle soul, like this kind, just so good. I just love her. Like, I just want to give her a hug. Maybe she wants to give you a hug. We're all just like hugging right now. She's just a really good person. I they don't ever show me when they're sick, so I never really know. But she did say like that she was young, and that it was, I don't know whether it was sudden or unexpected, but like she's like, it was young. I was taken like too soon. So, you know, I don't see her as sick. They never show me sick. She just showed me that she was too young to have passed, and that everyone really feels like they're missing her. Like she was supposed to be here. Like she's supposed to be a part of our life. She's supposed to be seeing everything that's happening. And I think what she's showing me is like she has not left you guys, because she's really close. She's like really right here, and she's really looking over. She's going like, I don't know if she did this a lot with her hands. It was like, oh, something like this. So she's showing me like this. Mm-hmm. This, you know, with her kids, and look at this one, and look at this one, and oh, look at that one. So that's kind of what I see when she's showing me. Okay. Now on another note, I see that you're going through, or that we would like you to go through some new beginnings. So I'm seeing a little bit of lower vibrational, unhealthy stuff going on, a little bit of stuff in there. And we want you to go through like a new beginning. So we really want you to kind of move away from that type of stuff that's unhealthy, that might be surrounding you right now. That's, you know, I want you to get a little bit better at your communication, because sometimes I feel like maybe you're not communicating like the way you need to communicate to get through the things that you need in your life. So you've kind of just like stopped talking about stuff like that. I do see that there's some ideas. You have some ideas. We need to bring that passion back. You know, we have some mental stuff going on, like should I do this? Should I not do this? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this. Like, what am I supposed to do? But I want to let you know that you are going to get through whatever you need to get through. You're going to be successful. We need to bring some kind of love and passion kind of back into your life. And I really want you to figure out what that is and what that means to you, because I don't want you to kind of keep living in this kind of like lower vibrational, you know, energetic field. So you just need some light. You need to be able to get to the light. Okay. So that's all. I love you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming back on, Savannah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good. I was getting banner ideas. I think we need to be, I have to make a banner that has you and I on it and the name of the show.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm going to create this week.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I love our new kind of look that you put with me and you, and then the rainbow. And I love, you did like silver and gold, or like black and gold. I like it on gold. And you're like,
put it up here. Oh, that's our new banner right there. It has it's the aura colors, and it has the rainbow, but it's the color of the auras behind us, with the night of love, hope, and laughter, bringing in the goal with the Spirituality Gone Wide logo on the side. Then we have your new logo for Lightworks United by you, and we have my Joseph logo to the left. So, and so we kind of, you know, you wore a dress, you got dressed up. So I found a picture of me with a black shirt, and I thought that'd be dressy enough.
I love it. I love it, Joseph. I'm so glad you have that skill set.
Well, I used to be in the production business, so all right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick another name on here. Drum roll. Blah, blah, blah. Don't forget, please share. Everybody who's listening on Facebook, the more you share, it keeps our show going as well.
And send us your emails, please. If we don't have your emails, we want to keep in touch with you. We have a lot of fun things upcoming, and we need to be able to get a hold of you.
What you do is just go to my website, and then the newsletter thing's going to pop up. Just put your name and email address, and we'll capture it. And then we'll have you when we come up with the events. Okay, I'm going to head and pop this up. Now, who did we read the last time? I want to make sure we have room here. Okay. All right, it was Savannah. She popped off. Good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, there's room for 2 more out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wait a minute. It's 12. I'm sorry. I lied. I forgot to count us 2.
Okay.
Us 2 is 10. Yeah, we got 8 people. We got 8 people in the queue. All right, the room's filled.
Hi, Deborah Gibbons. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Hi, Christina. Hi, Joan. Loving your book. Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Joan, for loving my book. I don't know which book you have, but let me know in the text next time. That would be wonderful. So I got the number 8, and number 8 is Tequila Brown.
Tequila Brown.
Yeah, I'm going to bring her on here. Are you there, or are you just listening? There you are. Hi. Unmute yourself. There we go. How
Hello.
are you, Tequila?
I'm fine, and you?
Good. Welcome to the show. Is this the first time calling?
Yes.
Okay, where are you calling from?
Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Deerfield? Okay,
Yeah.
you're not too far from us, Dad. Welcome. What brings you here?
I want to know if my children are around.
You want to know about your children, you said?
Yes.
Are they passed?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, Tequila. All right.
I instantly felt children.
All right. I'm gonna pop you off a little bit, Kristen, and I'm gonna work with. Okay. All right. I want you to count 1 to 5. How many children do you have crossed over, Tequila?
3.
All right. Take a deep breath into your nose, out through your mouth. Focus on them, see them. I see a place. I don't know if you did a garden or anything like that, but I see like their names together in a place for their memory. And I don't know if it's outside in a garden area on there, or is it someplace in the house, but all 3 names are there. Can you relate to that as well?
Yes.
All right. It's just honoring them, who they are. Also, who has their name tattooed on them as well? Do you have a tattoo with their names?
Yes.
All right. So they're letting me know about the tattoo. I don't know if it's on the arm or anything, but they're showing me here. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to show it? Yeah. You can show it for us too.
It's wait.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they're showing me right on the arm. I gotta get my camera right. There we go. All right. So they want to let you know that they know the tattoo. You call your babies your angel, and they're always your angels. And even though they had a short life here, I felt like it was a memorable life type person. They impacted a lot of people. And that's what I feel, that the people that they impacted in this lifetime, um, it helps them heal. And I just feel like there's a lot of healing going on. 2 in 1. Is there 2 girls and a boy, or 2 boys and a girl?
The first one was questionable.
Okay. Do you know if the other ones were 2 of a kind now?
It was 1 and 1 for sure. It was
Okay. What happens when we have a short life here? I call them old souls. That they're filled with wisdom, and they're only here for a short time to show us lessons in life, to show us love. And that's why they're here, a part of us. And what I'm hearing from them is that even though they've been here a short time with you, it's heartbreaking. We don't understand. Sometimes we feel like, what have we done wrong in this life? And we have to stop not feeling this. And this is what they're telling me. Don't feel like you have done something wrong. Just the shortness that they've been here, just so you could feel them, because you did feel their presence within yourself. Just to feel them is just what they needed to give you. And that's what you needed to have from them. Our soul is what lives on forever. It's always a part of us. Their souls will live on forever. They're always a part of who you are. And they'll always be interconnected as one with you, a part of you. So through your lifetime, those children of yours will be a part of you always. So even though they're not here physically, they're your soul children, they're your soul family, and they're always a part of your life. So no matter where you go, they're always with you and they're always here. So you can speak to them here and you can know that they're there. I know it's hard when we lose children at a young age like that, but there's always a reason for something. But as a soul family, we're always interconnected and we'll always see them again. When you return home, I call heaven home, you will see their faces. You will see how they would have been when they got older and a part of your life. I think they just kept on trying and trying because they know how wonderful a mother you would have been. And that's why they kept on trying to come through for you. And I just need to say that I got to call them angels because that's who I feel they are. And I just see these beautiful, bright white light, just so bright. And that's who their souls are. I want you to message me your email address. The book behind me is called Speaking to Heaven that I wrote.
Yes.
I taught a little bit about what transitions about babies, losing babies, and what they're doing in heaven and why have we lost children and babies, to give you a little better understanding what happens. And I think that will help you understand a little bit. Even though they're not here physically with us, spiritually, on a soul level, they're always with you. I'm going to bring Kristen on here too with that because I think she wants to share her being a mom herself as well.
Hi. Okay, so I'm a very new medium, so I'm going to do my best. But I instantly felt children when you popped on, so that's good, and that was validating. Would the girl have been older? Would she have been the oldest?
It's quite crazy because the first one is questionable.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay, so you're not sure. Okay, so what I do see, I see children playing in a garden, but it's like this amazing garden. And I see a little girl with, I want to say, I mean, she doesn't look that old to me. I'm not saying that she's here now. What I do feel is that they're actually growing up over there. She's showing me she's showing me them playing around. She's showing me playing in the garden. She's showing me that she's taking care. And actually I see I do see some younger siblings. I do see definitely a boy. I thought it was maybe two boys and a girl, but I could be wrong. So I see this little girl with these curls in her hair and this like beautiful little eyes. And so I can see her, but she just seemed to me to be about 4. She doesn't seem a lot older to me. So I don't know how long ago that you lost her, but a lot of times when children do go over to the other side, they actually do get raised over there in heaven. And I've heard this many times, and I've heard this from other people. And if you look into it and you do a little bit of research, you'll find people with near-death experiences, and you'll find other mediums and other channels where they have, and in fact, one of the women, their daughter crossed over, and I saw her taking care of children over there. So a lot of times they get raised over there until they're kind of ready to come back in. But I don't see that they're ready to come back in right now. I see that they're still playing over there. So I wanted to share that information, okay?
okay.
What I have so far. And then just on a little bit of a personal note, let's see. So I see that you probably understandably so that you went through and that you're stepping out of this time of shadows. So what that means is kind of where you've been in this low energetic state. I do see that you're stepping out of it, that you're moving past it, that you're rising above it, that you're doing the work to kind of heal yourself. So I see a rebirth in your life happening right now. But I do see a little bit of, the morality getting in the way. So there's some energy around you that's a little bit oppressive that is like, well, that's right and that's wrong and that's good and that's bad. And it's kind of making you kind of tired to be around that energy a lot. So what I want you to do is, understand that I know you've been through a lot of things in your past and a lot of situations, but if we hold that energy in the present moment, all we see, all of our life is lived through the eyes of the past and the situations that have happened and the circumstances that have happened. And that affects how we live every day. So I just want you to maybe consider letting that past go. You know, what needs to be healed that's happened in the past, it's time to heal it, okay? And kind of let that stuff go, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
you, Tequila. Where are you calling from, Tequila?
Fairfield Beach, Florida.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. So you'll be able to come and see us, right? Because we're going to throw some workshops around here. So hopefully you'll come visit us.
Yeah, as soon as this COVID gets more under control, we're going to be out there.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming on, and continue watching on Facebook or YouTube.
Okay.
As well on there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So I just love doing this. I got some nice music playing in the background and kind of chilling, and you know the
Me
room.
too, Joseph. You know the type of day I had, and then I knew coming on here today.
I'm sending you calming energy.
Thank you. But I knew coming on here today and connecting with Source, connecting with people's loved ones,
Yeah.
I knew that this was what I needed to kind of let my day go, because my day was a whole lot of others, you know, not fun. So
Feeling a lot better, right?
I'm feeling a lot better, and thank you. That's because of everyone that we're meeting with today. That's why I'm feeling better.
Everybody's wonderful. So I so enjoy doing this. And for those of you listening, please visit my website, ourjourneyoflife.com, where you can register for our newsletter. Kristen and I are putting a new website together. I'm converting one of my older websites, I Am Joseph. It's going to be I Am Kristen, I Am Joseph type thing going on. And it's going to be a joint website we're going to have together. And I'm going to be creating that in the past few weeks. And I'll be advertising that. And you can come to this website, get Kristen's information, get my information, and our workshops and everything. So that's what I am doing now. So, all right. Share, everybody who's listening, please.
And send us your emails, and let's see, what else do we need from them? Oh, like our personal pages, and like us on YouTube. Go to our YouTube. If you guys are on YouTube, come like us on there. And that helps us. So every little like, and that lets us know that you're there, that you support us, and that, you know, because when we go into these larger networks and stuff, they're like, well, you know, do you have people who love you? We're like, we do. And they're like, well, we want to see likes. We want to see people who love you. So we're like, okay, we're going to send people our way. Find them on YouTube. I don't know how to use YouTube at all, but I'm learning.
I'm learning too.
We're learning how to do YouTube. Don't laugh at us, guys.
Okay.
TikTok too. I'm on TikTok now.
So I just downloaded the app. I don't know. That TikTok's gonna be your thing. Okay.
Well, my 11-year-old.
You see, I said TikTok, not TikTok, so you know I'm giving my age out here. Okay. I got the number 5 here, so we're number 1 and 2. Okay, we gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Kelly. Where is Kelly? We're gonna bring her on the screen here. Unmute yourself, Kelly.
Hi guys.
Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you.
Have you been on before? Is this the first?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Right. Well, good. I'm glad you're here. We're gonna. There you go. Center yourself. Okay. How can we help you today?
I just wanted to speak to my mom.
Okay. I will do my best. Did I bring her through for you before?
Yes.
All right. Okay, Kelly. I want you to go ahead and count 1 to 5 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Say your first name 3 times.
Kelly, Kelly, Kelly.
I know you said mom, Kelly, but is there a Rose in the family, by the way? Rosemary,
Rose?
like with a Rose name.
I don't know a Rose.
It's like Rosa, Rosemary, or Rosalie just popped in. All right. What it has to do with roses with your mother then? Was there anything at her funeral with red roses or taking a rose home or anything like that?
Maybe. I can't really recall, but it's possible.
All right. For some reason, it's either the name Rose or it has to do with the flower rose. But that was the first thing that popped in. And I have somebody like grabbing a rose at the funeral and bringing it home and pressing it in a book or something like that to keep.
My mom always did that now. Every funeral she went to, she took roses and pressed them in her Bible.
In a Bible. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Then this is what she's doing.
Okay.
She's something that you can relate to, and it's her.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because she showed me a rose pressed in a book, in a Bible.
Yeah.
Fine. And that was her pet. That's what she always did when she went to a funeral.
Yes.
So that's what she's showing me. It was a funeral, picking out a rose, pressing it in a book, in a Bible.
Yes.
All
in
right.
a Bible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she had to show me that just to let you know it was her, because that was something something that everybody didn't know, she said.
Right. No, definitely not.
Did you have to take care of her in any way, Kelly?
I did. I was her caregiver.
Okay. Because she's just saying that you were a saint. She's calling you a saint because you were so patient with her.
Oh.
Made sure that you got everything that she needed, and you took her to the doctor's appointments. You made sure that she ate, and she had the best care. The best thing to have is someone who loves you and is with you toward the end, that you know you're not alone. And the most important thing that she always wants for you is to be happy. And if you're happy, then she's happy. And she's still asking you, Kelly, are you still happy? This is important, you know.
Okay.
Important for that. It was ended up being was it a home hospice for her? I'm sorry.
No.
Did she pass away in her bed?
No, the hospital.
In the hospital. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm just going to go back where you were taking care of her. I see somebody opening up the windows, the drapes in the windows to let the sun in so she could look outside. Did you ever do that in her room or anything like that, to look outside?
She really couldn't because she was bedbound.
But did you do this for her?
Yes.
Okay, this is what she's talking about. Opening up the curtains to let the sun in so she can look
let
outside.
The sun in. Right.
And so this is what you did for her. So this is this thing she's talking about that you did for her. She says, honey, I'm okay. Heaven is everything that we expected it to be.
Okay.
And not to worry about me. How's your father, by the way?
He's passed.
Was there something going on with your father and you when he was alive or something like that?
Yeah, we didn't really get along.
So if I had to say, he had to say he was sorry. Does that make sense then?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's why she's asking, how's your father? Meaning that probably she needed to forgive him for things.
Yeah.
And she already did. And I think you need to forgive him in your heart because it's hurting you and you're holding on to a lot of things. By forgiving him, it helps us let go. It helps us to live our lives. Your father just wants to say he's sorry for things that he has done and said. He's a difficult man, he says.
Yes, he was.
I said a lot of things. I hurt your feelings. And I'm sorry that I said these things to you and to the family. And when my life flashed in front of me, I saw how I could have been a monster. And I'm sorry, Kel. Please forgive me.
Thank you.
I haven't said this enough, but I want to say I love you.
Okay? Wow.
Your mom needed him to come through for you. Just to heal your heart. Because your mom knew how hurt you were all these years. And you never got closure with him.
No.
Okay. And this is the closure you got. Okay, I'm back. They came back quick. Talk too soon. I'm going to bring Kristen and I try to fix my camera up over here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Kristen.
Hi.
Hi.
Kelly, how you doing? So, Joseph's nailing your family. So I see a few things, but I feel like there's a couple other things that I want to mention. I feel like there's something going on that has you pretty stressed out. I don't know if it's work. It feels something maybe to do with work or something going on a personal level, but there's some guilt, there's some worry, there's kind of being overwhelmed by feelings and a bit burdened by some situations that are happening.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. Is it work or is it personal? I feel like there's some work stuff.
I got both.
Yeah. Okay. I see also that you're like in like a no-win situation, and the person that's around you is maybe behaving in a like a dishonorable way, and they don't have your best of intentions, and they're becoming very difficult. So I almost feel like they're getting away with something by the way that they're behaving. This is unhealthy for you. They're not compromising. I do show this to be a male figure who's just not going to budge in their ways. Just really difficult to be around. I want to let you know that that energy is pulling. Now, what's interesting is I'm pulling two female energies. So one, which I'm having a feeling is you, is empathy, is tender-hearted, emotionally aware, compassionate, just like this kind and loving soul that might be stuck in this kind of very okay, so then I see another woman. So I'm not sure if maybe they're asking you that, hey, you are really, really sweet right now, but then I see a no-nonsense, direct, realistic, get to the point, honest, quick-witted woman. So this is a very strong woman. So I see a very soft woman and a very strong woman. So I'm going to let you put that where you go, but I do see this energy in your life. I do see some stuff going on at work. So I'm pulling a work card here. I want to see you feeling independent. I want to see you feeling self-reliant. I want to see you feeling like you have control over the situation. I want to feel that you have this financial and, financial security. Okay. And I'm showing that you have the ability to do it and transform. I just think that right now, having that energy around you is unhealthy. So I want you to go ahead and just consider making whatever moves and changes that are necessary to adjust this energy in your life. And I know sometimes that can be a little scary, girl, but living around that is not worth it. Whatever you're kind of living with is, you got to get that stuff out of your way, because life is beautiful, baby, and you don't have that around you right now.
Right, that's true.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming back on.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Wow. Some of these readings could be very deep. Go ahead.
You're amazing. I'm so impressed by you, Joseph. I love how you can do what you do. I really do. I mean, I love the stuff that I do too, but you impress me with the things that you say and the things that you can get. And I know that with practice, I'm going to be able to get it, but I just love it. I love watching you.
You got to get into the right space. When I get comfortable, I can do that. But when I'm fooling around with this and that and trying to figure, it takes me, it's like a left brain, right brain. I'm too right brain, and I sometimes having a producer doing all this is easier because I can focus more. But once I get in tune and focus, I can hear clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I call myself a clear channel.
Yeah, it's cool that you can bring in people's loved ones and be so evidential, like you said, because
that's something that will come in time when you work on it. The more you do, the better you get. It's like I teach that in my book, in Speaking to Heaven.
Yes.
And this is the workshop that we're going to be doing on mediumship work. Practice.
Yes.
And that's the most important.
Yeah, and I love that. But for me too, a lot of the information that I share with people, they need to hear this information, what's going on in their energetic field right now, so that they can clear this stuff out of the way. So even with her, I'm like, I heard that I could go in and talk about her family, but you covered that. What was more important was like, this stuff she had to hear this stuff. So like a lot of times what I hear is, no, don't go there. This is what she needs to hear this too.
Well, that's where we complement each other, Kristen.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on the medium and I got everything covered on the mediumship part, then you can come on a life path and helping them with structure, direction in their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's I think this is where we complement each other very well.
Yeah, because some of this, like pulling to live in an energetic field where your beautiful flowering soul is being kind of like oppressed and it's pulling. It's like it's time to address that. You don't want to live there 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then you wake up and you're like, what have I done for the past 3 or 4 years? So and it's not like you have to change everything in your life. You just have to figure out how to adjust the energy that's within your life. It's not like you have to move. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You got to find your peace within where you're at. And maybe that is going to classes, speaking to a spiritual advisor, going to church. I don't know, finding a network of people, go to a meetup, find the light wherever that is in your life. You don't have to change your whole life. Just find the light, because then you'll know what to do. And you'll know.
That's sound advice on there. It's just because when we get stuck, we can't move forward. And sometimes
we stop creating. We stop creating beautiful things.
Yep. So we need to move forward. Anything that holds us back, we need to release. Send love to it, release it. It's like I put a post up with a cocoon, and it shows a butterfly busting out of the cocoon on there. And sometimes we outgrow what we thought we needed. And that's the way we become more free. Okay. Share, everybody.
Send us your emails. We want your emails.
Yep. Emails, go to ourjourneyoflife.com and leave your email. Or you can go to iamjoseph.com. That's going to be our Kristen and I site in the future, near future. I'm going to start creating that. And put your email address there so we have your emails so you can know the workshops. And we're going to have a lot of online courses as well going on too. Okay, here we go. Number 10 is Lupe. I'm going to add you to the screen right here. Are you still with us, Lupe? I see her, but I don't hear her. Is she there? Going once. There you are. Hi. Welcome. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
Oh my God, no. It's the first time. I can't believe I'm here. I always
You're
like
number 10.
but never get to it. Oh my God.
Well, welcome. Where are you calling from?
Oregon.
In Oregon?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome. I'll take it. Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
How did you hear about us?
What was that?
How did you hear about us?
I'm in this group where it's for widows, and one of them shared that she talked to Joseph, and it was like incredible. So she put his information there. I started following you. I started watching all your lives and stuff, and hopefully, like always, like praying that you can choose me one day so I can talk to you.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Let me see what I can do for you on here. I want you to go ahead and count 1 to 5 for me and say your first name 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guadalupe, Guadalupe, Guadalupe.
I have a man here who truly loves you. You are everything. You are his soulmate. You are everything to him. Was it his heart, by the way, that he passed?
Yeah.
I just had him going very quickly. He didn't have a chance to say goodbye. Didn't have a chance to say goodbye to his children, too?
No.
You have children together?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he didn't have a chance to say goodbye to his children, to you. You are the love of my life, he says. You mean everything to me. I'm sorry. Let me see if I get back on here again. There we go. Why am I in Mexico? Anything in Mexico?
Oh my God! His family made me take his body. I didn't want to, but his mama wanted to say bye for the last time.
All right. So he's saying it's okay, Lupe. I know it's hard for you to let him go to Mexico, but he says that my mother has me there, but you have me here in your heart. And I'm always here. And that's one thing he wants to let you know. He's showing me a picture, it's a wedding picture. You're dressed in white on there. And it's a picture you look at all the time, he says.
Oh my God, yes, I have it everywhere.
Okay. He says, my Lupe, so beautiful. My Galinda. My Galinda.
Oh my God.
The mother of my children. When I say heaven is not heaven without you, meaning that he is always with you and he'll always be with you.
But is he okay? Like the way that he passed, it's always tormenting me that if he's okay, if he knew what happened, it was all of a sudden. And
he said that his heart gave out. He said if he wishes he could have done something different is to say goodbye, I love you. He wishes he could say I love. He always told you I love you. Mi amor.
yeah.
Mi amor, mi amor, mi amor. He's
Yeah.
speaking Spanish through me. This is all the Spanish I know. And it happened so quick. It happened so fast.
But
were you with him when it happened?
No, he was far away. He was with his friends, and one of his friends killed him.
Okay. One of his friends what?
One of his friends stabbed him in the heart.
Oh, that was it. Oh, jeez. Okay, so that's why the heart stopped. One thing about deaths, I call it murder. A lot of times they hang around till justice be done, I call it. And, okay, Lupe, I'm okay. I'm with you, I'm with the family. I love my family, I love you. You were mad at me, and before this happened, there was something that you were mad at him about.
Because he left. He left. I didn't want him to leave.
He wants to say that he's sorry, that he did that for you. He doesn't want our memories, our last memories, to be like that. He wants our memories to be in love. I'm in California now. What's in California? No, Texas. I'm sorry, Texas. What's in Texas? Nobody in Texas? I got whipped to California and Texas. Any of those in there?
California, but not Texas.
All right, fine. California. I'm going to stick to California. Are you in California now?
No, we used to live in California, and we moved over here a year ago.
Okay. And where's over here? Where are you calling from?
In Oregon.
Okay, Oregon. That's right. You're in Oregon. All right, so he's talking about California. Remember the time in California when we're in love, before everything started, the problems started happening. Before I started hanging out with the wrong people and doing the wrong things. I should have known better because I should have protected you. I should have protected my children. You lived in fear because you didn't want these bad men to come to the house. You lived in fear. I'm sorry I did that. I regret I did that. But I want you to remember when we met, when I tried to turn my life around. That's important. When I tried to turn my life around. That's when we fell in love, when we had our children. Are they 3 children, by the way?
No, one, but one we lost.
Okay.
There's
So
two, but one we lost.
You got 2 children and 1 in spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying that I have 3 children. So the one child that you lost is with him. And he just wants to let you know that he has 3 children. The one is with him. He just wants to say how much he loves you. And he says he's sorry. Sorry that he left the way he left. Sorry that he couldn't come back to you to say he was sorry. And sorry that he disappointed you and the family. But he is in peace because justice was done. The person's in jail, I believe. What happened?
Yeah, but we're still fighting for him to stay there.
All right, justice will be done. This is what he's saying. Okay. Keep praying for him.
I don't know if he came once in a dream and told me to forgive him, and I told him no. And he said that he had talked to that person that he, I guess, prayed for him. I don't know, something, but that he talked to a person that he forgave him and for me to forgive him. But I said no.
What happens is when we're in heaven, we see things differently. And it's easy for the spirit to forgive someone because we're a pure love. So he probably did forgive that person who killed him. As human beings, it's very hard for us to forgive. In time, it's probably better for your health and for you to do this. He came to you in this dream in order to help you to move forward. So you don't hold on to this anger. Because when you hold on to this anger and pain, it eats us up. It takes us. The most important thing is in time. He says justice will be done. This person is going to be, he's going to be for murder. He's going to be charged for murder, and he will serve his time. He wants you to live a happy life, take care of his children, our children, he says. He's with the baby in spirit, and he'll forever be looking after you. Okay?
I miss him so much.
I'm going to bring Kristen on here because sometimes she has little things to say too, or maybe she just wants to join us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you. I'm so glad your husband came through for you, and I'm so sorry for what's happened.
Thank you.
So I see in what's pulling for your energy presently right now is that you have some, and this could be pertaining to the court case, but it could be something a little more personal. I feel like you're being challenged, a little bit persecuted. You're in like a competition or rivalry, a disagreement of a situation. Maybe frustrating circumstances, irritated, hassled by other people's opinions. You're not really sure where you stand on certain situations.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So quarreling over nothing. Is this at work, or is this having to do with what's going on with the court case, or?
Everything. Families trying to put their opinions on how to.
Yeah, like frustrating. You're very frustrated, quarreling over nothing, feeling you don't know where you stand. You're feeling persecuted. You're defending yourself unsuccessfully, and it's just like you're exhausted by this. Yeah. I also feel that like you're like always on the ready to defend yourself. So you're feeling this like defensiveness all the time, and you're like defending yourself just in case someone's going to come at you. You're feeling vulnerable. You're feeling cautious. So maybe there's a little bit of suspicion of others. So what I want you to do though is that they want you to be independent of this. So they want you to pull away from this energy. They want you to be resourceful, know who you are, know you're in control of the situation. They want to see you having financial and material security, a little bit of self-discipline. They want to see you kind of flowering and being the woman, the strong, independent woman that you're meant to do. And my guess is this is probably coming through your husband. And because when we have that kind of energy in our life, that energy, when we wake up in the morning, that energy is there. And all our entire life and our entire decisions and choices that we make are based on this type of energy. And I'm really pulling that that's not what they want for you. They would like you to begin to enjoy life again and enjoy yourself and find that peace. Don't make a life out of this. Don't make your entire life based on fighting and defensiveness and quarreling. And sometimes it's okay to take a step back and detach from all of that energy. It's okay to cut all of those cords, because every time you're talking to someone and defending yourself and they're not seeing your point of view, that energy is draining right out of you, and it's draining, and we're plugged into it. So it's coming back and forth. There's this energy stream, and it's this constant, like, kind of chaotic environment. And this is basically, I'm just going to show you, this is like what they're asking. Like, they want you to find peace. They want you to find peace in your life. And I think that's probably why your husband came to you and said, maybe you can try to work on some forgiveness, maybe not for what the guy did. And maybe that's like a lot to ask of you, but forgiveness of that the situation did happen. Forgiveness of him, your husband, that the situation happened. Maybe you can't forgive the guy who did it, but maybe we can try to work on just feeling forgiveness. Just try to start meditating on what that feels like. And if you can't even feel that, see if you can forgive yourself. See what you can forgive. Start small. Start really small if you have to. Because right now, you know, you're so like upset and frustrated by what's happened that energy is kind of gone from your life right now. You're like, no, it's not happening. I'm not letting it in. And it's okay for a little while, but as the time goes by, you're going to see this have some real effects in your life. And I don't want to see that in the long term. Okay. I want you to make sure that in the long term, you're making trying to find healthier choices for yourself, for you, for your kids. No, for you. And, you know, Joseph just told you right now that your husband has not left, that he is right there with you. He can hear every single thing that you say. He pulled up the pictures that are on your wall. Like, your husband would never leave you, ever. So he's right there, just like he's always been there. I'm sorry you can't touch him anymore, but you can talk to him, and he can listen, and he will talk back to you. So know that relationship is still there. He's just back at home, and we're still here. So you've been separated by a veil, but he's very much so alive, and so are you. He's not gone. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad you were able to come on this time, and we hope that gave you. I want you to send me a message or an email. I have my book, Speaking of Heaven. I want to send to you, and it'll help with closure. Okay, it's an ebook, so just make sure you message me your email address, and I'll make sure I send that book to you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
Okay.
All right. Okay. God bless you.
God bless.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's that time.
That time. It
Time
is.
flies when we're having fun.
I know, Calpita. Hi, darling. I'm so glad to see you. I'm always so
There's
glad
so
to
many
see you.
names are here. We have to do a 2-hour show just to get to everyone.
So I have to, Calpita, will you pull her on for 1 second for me? Do you mind?
Sure. Hi, Calpita.
So Joseph told me that you aren't on Facebook. Are you not on Facebook, or?
Like, I have an account, but I really don't like to. Yeah, I'm a very private kind of a person. Yes.
Okay, so
But
I have to let you know something. After your reading that Joseph did the few videos ago, I had phone calls and comments coming in because your son not only came to visit me and came to visit Joseph, but he came to visit every single person that was watching that video that night. And they came through. I'm telling you, the posts. My girlfriend called me up she didn't believe in anything we did, bawling, saying you have to get a hold of her. And she wouldn't stop saying, and she kept saying the exact same thing. And all these messages were underneath the videos. And it wasn't on the same thing that came through that I heard, that Joseph heard. My friends started calling me, telling me the same messages, and other people were posting the exact same messages. And I wanted to let you know, I've never had this happen before. Every animal in my house started acting crazy. The birds, the dogs. I mean, I've never had it happen before. So your son is really powerful. He's a powerful soul. And I was like, she can't read the messages. My friend is like insistent that you get these messages. So
yeah,
they're there for you if you want to go back and try to find them.
Yes, I do have a Facebook account. It's just that I don't go there as much. But if you have the link or wherever I can go and look at the comments and everything, that would be great. And what you said about my son, Hishna,
Okay, so make sure I have your.
Huh? Well, I can't hear you. What?
Oh no, say it again. Can you hear me now?
Yes. So yeah, I would love to see those comments. So I don't know how to go there and how to see those comments of that particular day, but I would love to see all those comments. And what you said about him, Yes, when he was here also, that's why I remember the other day I was crying. I was saying, like, even if I took him out to the mall, or no matter, even if a stranger came to our house, they would be like, we had such a bad, like, horrible day. No matter, even in the mall, no matter where like, I love to take him. I wanted him to have his normal life. And no matter what, people would say, he is, it's something about him. He just, I don't know, like, they were like, and
Yeah,
I
his
felt
soul is
so
really
proud.
good.
I felt so proud to be his mom.
Yeah, he's like this giant force of nature. And for him to have talked to, he visited everyone. My girlfriend's crying. She was crying and saying the same thing, that all the messages, and I'm like, this is the same thing that she was saying. So he was coming through to everyone, and I've never seen that happen before. So I'm glad that you're here, and I wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
Everyone that night, everyone.
Thank you. But I want to see. Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
I hope you are able to get the books that I sent to you.
Yes, and thank you so much, Joseph. I'm so sorry. I wanted to send you the message, like, I'm so private kind of a person. But I wanted to send a message saying, like, but the problem is my computer just went off right after like a day or two. And although like the next day I had too many other things going on, so I couldn't even say, hey, like, I love the book so much. Like, you have no idea. Like, I have no words for it. I seriously have no words. And I love you guys so much, both of you. Unfortunately, I know, like, how should I put it? Like, I could really hug you guys. That's how bad I love you guys.
Well, maybe
From
one
day one.
day we'll meet in person because you're here in Florida, and we'll take that hug.
Yeah,
yeah, sure. But
yeah.
the only thing is, as I told you the other day, like, for me, it's like I don't know, it's getting on the road by myself. It's something that kind of gets to me. But if I get a ride, like, then I would love, I love meeting people. It's just that being on the road alone is what gets to me. But once I meet people, I'm like, people like, you're just a bubble of, like, stuff.
We are going to do events down south. I think you're down south in Delray. Were you in Delray?
No, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
There's a place down in Fort Lauderdale. I'm sure you can take an Uber to get where we are. And
yeah, I mean, I do have a car. It's just that I get very anxious on the road because of things that of my past, that it's like, so it has affected me.
Have somebody drive you there, and we'll hopefully in 2021 they have a vaccine out, so hopefully COVID will start to get back.
Yeah, if I get like a friend or anybody, which unfortunately I don't even have any friends or anybody, but if I even make one friend, I would be so happy to have. But I love you guys so much, I can't even tell you how much. And I love the book. I really wanted to send, like, Joseph also, like, what the book that you sent, that once you send, I was reading and reading, and I was like hooked on to it, like literally hooked on till 12 o'clock at night. And the next day I wanted to read it, but unfortunately I had some other major stuff going on, so I couldn't do that. And the day after, my computer just completely froze. So the whole week that's why I couldn't come on Christine's show for the Monday. And then on Wednesday also I couldn't come because my phone also had issues the whole week. Otherwise, there's no way I can come to you guys, seriously.
So here you are today.
Well, we are so glad you came today. Absolutely.
Yes.
My friend will be so glad that she even wrote a whole thing. I'll make sure to try to find that, and I'll try to send
my email. Yeah, K as in
put it.
You gotta have to send it to me. Where I send the book to you? I think I have your email address.
Yes,
we have it in the newsletter already.
K2Destiny@hotmail.com.
Yep, I already have it.
But I also wanted to know, I don't want to keep you guys waiting, but as far as my whole overall life, I would really like to get some guidance. I know it's too late right now.
Well, people, will you come on Monday? I'll give you, I like to do, can you come Monday onto my show? And I do readings. I'll make sure if you come, I'll definitely do a reading for you. And I can help you with your life and all that stuff you need.
Yeah, because as you know, like, everything just went down. And I know I've balanced myself. You see my chakras and everything
I see
over
it.
there.
I'm so proud you have your chakras
Just
there.
make sure you call in Monday and
Call in
she'll
on
get
Monday. I promise.
And I love you guys. You have no idea. That was Shanu, like my son. And I tell you, like the way he was born also, it was like, if I tell you the story about him, which will need another like a coffee time somewhere, and you will know it was a miracle, as in 1 week before the doctor says everything is great, you're not, like I wasn't even pregnant, and 1 week later is like I'm pregnant, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
So
well, wait, maybe we can talk about it, because I really on Monday after the show, I tend to, sometimes I'm with someone for 20-25 minutes, so hopefully we'll be able to get into it a little bit.
And throughout the life, everything about him was a mystery. Everything about him was a mystery, and people literally have said there's something about him that just draws us, that just brings us joy, that puts a smile on our face, things like that. And I felt so proud to be called Shanu's mom, you know, and I felt so proud to have given birth to him. And I thank God every single day that, you know, he like he used me to be Shanu's mom. You know, I felt so good about it. And thank you for confirming that so much. It meant so much. And I definitely want to thank Joseph also. Your book is amazing. Every single thing. It covers so many different topics. You know I don't type a whole lot and stuff, but if you present me in front of somebody, I will talk so much about you. And Kristen, you also, that day you were like on point, but I know I was on the public thing, so I didn't want to say stuff. Yes, thank you. I know I was joking. I want to talk to both of you guys. I love you guys so much.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Okay. The show's going to go off the air in about 60 seconds. So
okay, so good to see you guys.
We're running out of time here.
Check in. Send us your emails. We love you. See you next Wednesday.
And Kristen's show on Monday. Make sure to tune in. Thank you for all. Go to ourjourneyoflife.com. Leave your email address so you know when we're coming on. And we'll see everybody next Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye.